YouTube family. Hope this finds you really well. How are you doing? I'd love to hear how you're getting on in the comments fields below if you want to join in and have natters with me. So last week I did a basic introduction to numerology, and we spoke about the actual date of your birth, and we spoke about the full additional of numbers that gave you your life purpose number, your pathway, and the one that sort of kind of describes your personality the best. So you really need those two numbers before you go into this video with me today, or at least have an introduction of how to work out the meanings of such things. And I gave you that last week, so do check that one out if this is absolutely brand new to you. For those of you that have done that and know about numerology, you'll understand that one of the frequencies, one of the main frequencies that we work with in our life is our name. And that names can be converted to frequency of number, because as we know, any frequency can have a measurement. And frequencies of your name and your birthday are extremely important in understanding who you are, what qualities you bring to this world. And you know what? I mean, I think this number, your birth name number, is really important, because from a soul's perspective, we are required to actually demonstrate these skills regularly. And you know what? For those who can actually end up doing a career that's in alignment with their birth name number, that is a serious ticket to happiness. A serious ticket to happiness. So I can't wait to find out what number you are, and we can explore what that actually means. Okay, so how do we actually convert our name into a number? As described last week, we know that the basic numbers that we're looking for is 1 to 9. So I use the Pythagorean way of scale, I think it's called, or something. Easy peasy. It's got to be something easy for me. And I'll give you an example of that just here. So as you can see, you've actually got the numbers 1 to 9 on the top row, and the whole of the alphabet of the Western world fits underneath that. So have a look at that for a moment. And then if we take something like, so it needs to be your birth number. For those that have been adopted, if you can find out your name on your birth certificate, whether we like it or not, doesn't matter. We're just going to put it down to a number, okay? So it's usually within the first 6 months of arriving on this planet. So the name you were given at birth is the best one to work this out on. It'll explain a lot of things. It really, really will. So for me, my name was Carol, and still is Carol. I've selected to keep with that. So I'm looking at what numbers represent C-A-R-O-L. So if you follow the chart with me, you'll see that C is under number 3. So I will write down 3 as my first numerical vibration frequency of my name. A is number 1. So I'm going to put 3 plus 1, so on and so forth, till I find out what my number is. And we'll end up with a digit plus digit plus digit plus digit. And again, you're going to do exactly the same as you did in practice last week, where you add them up. And mine comes to number 4. For those of you that were sharing the video last week, 4 actually comes up quite a lot in my life. So that just made me laugh. I thought that was hilarious. And then you're looking at the name, you know, you do need to include middle names as well as surnames. So if you've got 3 names or 4 or 5 or 6 or however many you were chosen for you, you add them all up together to get down to 1 digit. Okay, so that's just another mathematical way, additional. You just have to add up every single letter in your name. If you've got something like James the 3rd or something like that, you don't count the 3rd. It's just the letters, the James, that you would count for that. In the same way, in different parts of the world, if you're known as senior or junior, you don't count that either. It's literally the letters of your actual names you were given. Now, some of us have actually got when we got married, we've taken on somebody else's name. And this is definitely to be considered. It's worth working out what that actually is, so you can have and accept the influence that that actually gives, because it does change your vibration. But nothing ever removes the actual vibration that you were born with. So whatever name you've been given, like it or not, is your vibe, guys. It's definitely your vibe, and your vibe will chase you all through life. But this is what they call your destiny number. You know, your name is your destiny number. So it's definitely a good one to get to know, because if you can align your career with that, it leads to lots of happiness. Now, again, just Google destiny or my name number, numerology, and it will give you loads of information. Do follow your intuition on this, guys. Follow your intuition about, you know, which site, which author actually feels like they've really got it right for you. They're slightly different, but there is a thread that runs through every single one. And that's the beautiful thing about frequency, isn't it? And numbers, they just are who they are. So that's beautiful. But I've just written down like just a one line. I mean, this is very complex and complicated. You know, we don't get summed up with just a sentence, really. But just to give you an idea of our take on this, really. So if you come down in your name to a number 1, then the best career for you would have something in it where you could express being an innovative leader. So if your name is number 1, your destiny is 1, you need to do leadership and you need to be innovative. 2 is mediator of peace. You know, if you can pause this part of the video until after you've worked out your number, it would be fantastic. So go work out your number first and then come back to this bit. Because I don't know how many people who go through that competitive thing again that we spoke of last week, where it's like, well, I'd rather be one of them than this one. And it's like, well, actually, it doesn't matter if we feel that way or not. Of course, if you want to be a mediator of peace, but you're really into, you know, inventing things, then do really try and include the thing that you were born with. It makes life so much easier. Number 3 is messenger of joy. Okay, messenger of joy, which is my name now that I'm married. Okay, number 4, practical manifester. Number 5, messenger of freedom. Number 6, healer of love. Number 7, seeker of truth. Number 8, which is me with my name on my birth certificate, which is a visionary leader. And number 9, compassionate humanitarian. So guys, who are you? What soul signature are you bringing? How are you going to weave that into knowing who you are from the day you were born and your full date, your life's purpose and pathway? You know, you start looking at those 3, that triad of information of who you are. It helps along the freedom and happiness and loving mojo, don't you think? Look forward to hearing from you. Mwah. Lots of love.